She just wanted to deposit her savings, but what happened next stunned the entire bank. When 69-year-old Margaret Hayes stepped into the downtown Chicago bank, she clutched her purse tightly. Inside it were the savings of a lifetime. Money she had carefully put aside from decades of honest work as a school cafeteria cook. Margaret wasn't rich, but she was proud. This deposit mattered to her. The bank was busy, cold, and loud. When it was finally her turn, she approached the counter with a gentle smile. The young teller barely looked up. As Margaret explained, she wanted to deposit a large amount of cash. The teller's expression changed instantly. Her eyes narrowed. Her tone turned sharp. "Where did you get this money?" the teller asked loudly, enough for others to hear. Margaret felt her cheeks burn. She calmly explained it was her savings, but the teller scoffed. She whispered to a coworker, pointed at Margaret's worn coat, and treated her like a suspect instead of a customer. People began to stare. Someone shook their head. Margaret's hands trembled as humiliation washed over her. What Margaret didn't know was that she wasn't alone. Sitting quietly in the waiting area was Daniel Whitmore, one of Chicago's most powerful real estate developers. A man known for his influence, his wealth, and his intolerance for injustice. He had watched everything: the tone, the disrespect, the way a kind old woman was being made to feel small. Daniel stood up. The room went silent as he approached the counter. In a calm but firm voice, he asked the teller if this was how the bank treated all its customers. Flustered, she tried to explain, but Daniel wasn't done. He introduced himself, and suddenly the manager appeared, nervous and apologetic. Daniel demanded that Margaret be treated with respect immediately. The manager personally handled her transaction, apologized repeatedly, and offered her a private office. The teller was escorted away from the counter. Margaret's eyes filled with tears, not of shame this time, but of relief. Before leaving, Daniel turned to her and said, "Your hard-earned money deserves dignity, and so do you." Margaret walked out of the bank with her head held high. That day she didn't just deposit her savings, she was reminded that kindness still exists, and that even quiet dignity can be powerfully defended. And for everyone who witnessed it, it was a moment they would never forget. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because you never know whose life can change in a single moment.